Hello everyone, you are on the channel The Master is Afraid of the Work. In this video I will tell you how to glue the sole on leather shoes. It's a very unpleasant situation. My son came home from school and said everything fell apart. Basically, we should go to the cobbler, but we will try to fix everything ourselves. The sole has come off about 50%. Many types of glue are suitable for attaching the sole. It could be Moment, Nairit or Desmokol glue that I will be using. This glue is good and time tested. I used it while fishing when I tore my PVC boat. It really helped me a lot. Besides glue, we will definitely require a brush, preferably a stiffer one to spread the glue well, sandpaper, 1 or 2 coarser ones, solvent, a clean cloth and a regular hairdryer, which you can actually borrow from women. First, you really need to check how well the sole is holding. Pull a little. If it doesn't come off further, then you don't need to remove it. However, if it barely holds, you will have to remove the entire sole and reattach it. The shoes should be washed and completely dry. Only after that can you start gluing the sole. Now it is necessary to remove the pieces of old glue that remain on the sole and the leather. For this, using sandpaper, we start cleaning very carefully with short movements. You can use a special drill attachment which will make it easier to go over and clean off this glue. It comes off in chunks. After removing the old glue, it turned out that the shoes were not leather, but made of leather substitute, and the top layer, which separated from the leather substitute, came off along with the glue that was holding this sole. Here you can see that everything came apart, because the top layer separated from the faux leather, but that's okay, because Desmokol glue is well suited for bonding even fabric items. After cleaning, it is necessary to thoroughly remove the dust that remains from the old glue. I use a regular vacuum cleaner for this task, but you can also use a compressor, or alternatively, now, using a clean cloth and solvent, you need to carefully remove the dirt that remains here and all the oils that will interfere with the gluing. Lightly dip it and start wiping thoroughly. There is a lot of dirt here. You can see how much of it is left on the rag. Let's open the glue and apply it thoroughly over the entire area of both parts, both rubber and fabric, spreading it completely and carefully, rubbing it into the surface with a brush to ensure there are no gaps. Here the surface is fabric, so you will need to apply 2 layers for the glue to properly soak into this fabric surface. Our shoes are glossy, so there's no need to protect this gloss because it can be easily cleaned later. If the shoes are nubuck or fabric, you need to apply some tape here to prevent the glue from getting on the surface of the shoes. After applying the glue, you need to wait 15 minutes for it to fully dry. The moment of drying is determined by using a dry finger, which is brought close to the glue, and if it doesn't stick, the glue is already dry. To prevent the items from sticking together before the designated time, we use handy materials like a nail or a screw, which we insert between the 2 surfaces, so let's wait 15 minutes, and apply the second layer of glue. It's been 10 minutes for me, and the glue is no longer sticking to my finger. Now, we need to apply the second layer of glue. Now 15 minutes have passed and we will need a hairdryer. The hairdryer is necessary to activate the glue and bond the 2 surfaces. When gluing with this glue, there are 2 methods, hot and cold. Hot is like what I'm doing now. Cold is when glue is applied to both surfaces, held for 2-3 minutes, and adhered while the glue is not yet completely dry. Now 15 minutes have passed. The glue no longer has a smell. It doesn't feel sticky to the touch, and the surface has become slightly cloudy. This indicates that the surfaces to be glued are ready for heating. Without removing the spacer, we will start heating. Turn the hairdryer to full power, but adjust the airflow to avoid melting the sole. You can heat it, of course, on a gas or electric stove, but I have a hairdryer, and it's more convenient to use. You need to heat the surfaces for about 40 seconds so that they become sticky.
A sign that the surfaces are heated will be that the glue becomes transparent. After this, you need to immediately remove the spacer and join both surfaces.
And immediately press both surfaces together. Now they need to be squeezed very tightly. Make sure to press down well around the perimeter of the sole. After such a repair, you need to wait 10 hours and then you can wear them. If you are gluing using the cold method, you need to wait a full day for the glue to dry completely.